Have you ever had one of those random messed up thoughts and thought, fuck it, let's see what happens? You know those weird dumb thoughts that pop into your head out of nowhere? Like, pop out a kid's balloon just to see the little shit cry? Or press all the buttons in the elevator for no reason? Or painting a bowling ball to look like a football, and then watch some random kids kick it and lose their minds? Trust me, I've been there. Well. Buckle up, because I'm about to take you through the times I let those thoughts take over me. So, I was a dumbass kid coming back from school, just swinging a stick around like a little shit. I spot this beehive hanging from a tree, all calm and peaceful, and out of nowhere, I get this genius thought. What if I smack the hive? Yeah, what if I just beat the crap out of it? So, I jump up and whack the beehive with the stick. Not once, not twice, but 3 or 4 fucking times. Feeling like a total badass, I start walking away, thinking nothing of it. But then, just a few steps later, I hear this buzzing, and holy shit, the bees are swarming me. These little bastards come out of nowhere, and are all over my head, stinging the hell out of me. I could feel like 20 bees over my head stinging me. I'm screaming and running like a lunatic, tears streaming down my face. I finally make it home, bawling my eyes out. My mom is looking at me like she's questioning all her life choices, starting with the decision to bring me into this world. She took me to a barber to shave my head. I ended up looking like a dickhead with my new shitty haircut. After the haircut, my mom dragged me to the doctor and I got treated. Moral of the story? Don't fuck with bees, bro. They'll mess you up real quick. So, here's the next one. Even my soul shakes when I talk about this incident, bro. I'm 13, and I'm at this party with my friends, right? And there's this group of big dudes. These dudes are living it up, drinks in hand, laughing like they own the place. So they swagger off for a smoke break, leaving their drinks half finished on the table, forgotten their momentary quest for nicotine. Now, here comes my dumbass kid self. I see those half-empty drinks and get this wild thought. Hey yo, what if I piss in all of them? I was a kid, and I used to get all these shit thoughts. Their table was slightly off to the side, so it was almost too easy for me, lurking in the shadows, to execute my dastardly plan without a soul noticing. So, without even a second thought, I reach the table, whip it out, and let loose in all the glasses, like I'm some kind of beer fountain. I even managed to aim decently, which is impressive considering I'm probably half drunk on soda myself. I just literally piss in their drinks, bro. This shit is real. But here's the kicker. I left the place before those guys came back. I didn't stick around for the fallout. No, bro. I bolted out of there like my life depended on it, just to preserve what little sanity I had after what I'd done. Here comes the next move when I let my devil voice win. So, we're at the school camp, right? A bunch of rowdy students, far from home, and bored out of our minds. It's late at night, and one unlucky dude decides to crash early. Big mistake. Now, I get this absolutely fucked up idea popping into my head. I turn to the guys and say, hey, what if we tie his pecker to the ceiling fan and cover it with toothpaste? At first, they look at me like I'm insane, but then the idea starts to sound hilariously brilliant. So, we decided to let my twisted thought take the wheel. We sneak into the cabin and find our unsuspecting victim, snoring away like a baby. We open his shorts carefully and tie his pecker to the ceiling fan with a thread, making sure it's nice and secure. His little buddy is now dangling in the breeze, ready for the ride of its life. But wait, it gets better. We grab a tube of toothpaste and slather it all over his junk, coating it in a minty fresh layer of humiliation. The scene is set for the prank of the century. Morning rolls around, and our buddy wakes up to find his dong swinging from the ceiling fan like a goddamn pendulum. The look on his face is priceless. Pure confusion, horror, and a dash of what the fuck. He tries to figure out what the hell happened, flailing around and getting tangled in the string like a fish on a hook. Meanwhile, we're outside the cabin, barely holding in our laughter, waiting for the grand finale. Finally, he manages to free himself, but not before making a toothpaste-covered mess of everything. The best part? He never figured out who did it. We played it cool, acting innocent as angels while secretly high-fiving and laughing our asses off. That camp was never the same again, and neither was our buddy's perception of a good night's sleep.
So, one day at home, playing some games, I got this genius idea to pull off the ultimate prank at school. I learned to make a small time bomb at home. Obviously not a real one. So, I needed 2 things, an incense stick and a firecracker bomb. I gathered all this shit and went to school the next day ready to execute my master plan. During a class break, I snuck into the school washroom. I grabbed the incense stick, lit it up, and set the firecracker bomb at the bottom of it. Now, the stick was burning slowly, turning it into a DIY time bomb. And with everything set, I headed back to class, trying to look all studious and shit. But inside, I was just counting down the seconds. The next class started, and I was sitting there pretending to pay attention, but my mind was in the washroom. 30 minutes passed, and suddenly, out of nowhere, boom! The fucking bomb exploded, man! The sound was so loud, bro, even I got scared. It felt like the classroom walls shook. Everyone in class jumped up like their asses were on fire, bro. Even the teacher got scared shitless for a moment. One dude fell off his chair and he was like, "Yo, did someone just nuke the school?" One girl started crying, screaming like, "Our school was attacked by terrorists!" Now the whole class is panicking. And me? I was trying so hard not to laugh my ass off. I kept my cool, but inside I was like, holy fuck, I did it! My buddy Tyler was sitting next to me and he leaned over and whispered, "Bro, it was you, right?" We just passed this knowing smile to each other, trying to keep it together. Deep down, I was dying of laughter. The teacher, looking pale and clueless, finally gathered the courage to step outside the room. He was scared as shit and slowly walked down the corridor trying to figure out what had just happened. He finally reached the washroom where all the other teachers and students were gathered staring at the scene. The sink was broken in half and everyone was just standing there in shock. But they never found out it was me. Man, I got away with it. And bro, you won't believe what we pulled off next. This one's even better. So, I got my hands on a geometry divider. Yeah, you heard me right, a geometry divider. So, I planned to put this thing into some work. So I thought, what if I play a prank on my rude math teacher with this divider? I slid the geometry divider under the cushion of the teacher's chair. Pointy side up, obviously. To top it off, I broke all the legs of his chair just enough so it would collapse when he sat down. The idea was that when he sat down, he'd fall and get a nasty surprise from the divider, making things even worse. So class starts and the teacher walks in, totally unsuspecting. He sat down and you could see it immediately. The chair's legs snapped and he fell straight down with full force on the cushion of the chair. The divider did the job and poked him right in the ass. He screamed like he was shot with a bow or something, but he didn't say a damn word. He managed to get himself up. But here's the best part. The cushion got stuck to his ass because of the divider. So, he ran out of the class with the cushion and the divider stuck to his ass, looking like a complete idiot. And we're all sitting there, trying to keep it together. But inside, I'm losing my shit. A little while later, I see the teacher entering the classroom, trying to act normal. But here's the twist. The principal was walking behind him like a sidekick. The principal starts interrogating the entire class to find out who pulled off this prank. And then, a dumb nerd from the class revealed the whole prank and pointed out that it was me. I was called to the principal's office and I got suspended for 7 days along with a fine. Sometimes, the best pranks come with a price, but the memories, totally worth it.
Teenage years, man. They're a wild ride, you know? We all had those wild dreams, like wishing the school would get sucked up in a tornado so we could skip class forever. Or secretly hoping your math teacher would magically vanish so you could dodge those damn math classes forever. And oh, fantasizing about your hot teacher? We've all been there. Dreaming up scenarios that would make life way more exciting. But me and Tyler, we ain't just dreamers, bro. We're fucking doers. So, it's a Sunday evening, and we're itching for some thrills. Tyler, being his usual crazy self, turns to me and goes, "Yo, bro, what if we break into the school and just mess around?" I'm like, "Shit, man, that's wild. But hey, why the fuck not? Let's make it legendary." We scout out the area, trying to act all stealthy, even though we probably look like a couple of idiots in a bad spy movie. Tyler spots this boundary fence that's practically begging to be jumped. Without missing a beat, he's over it like a ninja on Red Bull. So, I climb the fence, and as I land, I hear this loud RIP sound, but I couldn't tell where it came from. I'm standing there, confused, checking my whole outfit. Then it hits me. The pants right under my balls are torn wide open. Turns out, my pants got snagged in the fence. Now I'm walking around with my ass hanging out the whole time. Anyway, we sneak in through this janky window that's been busted since, who knows when. No security, no teachers lurking in the holes, just us. Plus, back then, there used to be no security cameras. This is the first time we've seen the school so empty, and man, we're feeling high on thrills. We wanted to check out each and every corner. We enter our empty classroom, and Tyler's inner artist suddenly emerges. He grabs a marker and starts drawing a massive, big-ass cock on the whiteboard. We both burst into uncontrollable laughter, wondering what everyone would think tomorrow when they walk into class and saw Tyler's masterpiece. After that, we sneak into the staff room. Tyler and I tiptoe past the teachers' desks, stifling our giggles. we spot Mrs. Johnson's desk, and with a mischievous grin, Tyler pulls out a piece of paper. He scribbles out a note that reads, "We know about you and Mr. Wilson. P.S. Everyone hates you, by the way." We place the note prominently on her desk, barely containing our laughter. "Dude, she's gonna flip," I whisper, trying not to laugh out loud. So, we're wandering around and stumble upon the school storeroom, a treasure trove of unused chairs and old furniture. Feeling mischievous, we sure needed a smoke break. We whip out our cigarettes. Yeah, I know, bad idea. But we're feeling invincible. We light them up, blowing smoke rings and laughing like maniacs. It was kinda stupid, looking back. Anyway, once we're done, we crush the butts under our feet and toss them under this pile of unused furniture. Classic, right? Making our grand exit through the same busted window, we hightail it out of there, feeling like total legends. Tyler turns to me grinning like a madman and says, "Bro, we just own that school." And I'm like, hell yeah. The next morning, we return to school, totally forgetting the chaos we just caused yesterday. But as fate would have it, we're met with a shocking sight. The place is swarming with teachers and students and a fire truck blaring. As we stroll through the corridors, suddenly, we notice something strange. People are clustered around one room, smoke billowing out like a freaking dragon decided to move in. When we peek inside, it's nuts. The walls are all blackened, and there are these piles of burnt up furniture. It smells awful, like a mix of burnt wood and who knows what else. Tyler and I exchanged this wide-eyed glance like, what the heck happened here? We were both here yesterday, and now it's all reduced to ashes. We start brainstorming like amateur detectives, trying to piece together who could have caused this mess. Then it hits us like a ton of bricks. Those damn cigarette butts from yesterday. Me and Tyler look at each other like we've seen a ghost. We're like, holy crap, what have we done? I mean, who would have thought those innocent little cigarette butts could turn into the match that sets the school on fire? So, there we are, standing in the midst of chaos, trying to act innocent while internally freaking out like we're about to face a firing squad. Everyone's speculating about some phantom thief who allegedly torched the place looking for loot. And we're just there, nodding along like guilty puppies, trying not to make eye contact with anyone. In the end, no one figured out it was us. As the days pass, the chaos subsides, and things return to normal. Tyler and I keep our heads down, grateful our secret remains safe,